I'm Mike Carlson. Working with me is Alton Bird, and here's the lineup for Banco Exterior, and we've got a couple of really good players there.
Well, look for number 11, Pauline Jordan, and number 13, Marina Farragut, the two better players from this Banco Exterior Spanish team.
7 of those women played for Spain in the Olympic Games, and Elena Torniquedo played for the CIS in the Olympics, so it's a team with a lot of international experience.
Yeah, and certainly having someone from the CIS, perennially one of the world's strongest women's teams, will benefit Banco Exterior.
Torniquedo actually scored 20 points in the CIS game against Brazil in that Olympic tournament, so she knows the Brazilian style of play. On the Ponte Preta side, one of the people to watch for, number 4, Maria Paula Gonçalves.
She might be the best player in the tournament, male or female. This girl can really, really play. Got great court sense. She really runs the floor well. She passes the ball so well for male or female. If you're a basketball fan, watch her play. She can really, really play.
And Ponte Preta will get most of their scoring from Nadia Lima, number 8, and Karina Rodriguez, number 13, both of whom can work the ball around inside and shoot. Now, we're going to pick up the action in the first half with the score 36-31 to Ponte Preta. Lima has 14, Rodriguez has 10 for them, and Blanca Ares and Mujica have 10 and 11 respectively for Banco Exterior. Banco Exterior in blue, Ponte Preta in white, and right off the bat we've got a jump ball between Karina Rodriguez, number 13, and her opposite number 13, Marina Farragut from Banco Exterior.
I'll tell you what, one thing about the Brazilians, they play basketball very much like they play football. They really like to get the ball up and down the floor, and it really is, first one down the court gets to put the ball up, and everybody else goes to the point. They're such good athletes that they don't play with very much discipline at all.
Now, we're not going to have another jump ball in the backcourt, but Patricia Hernandez is going to go to the foul line, shooting 1-and-1 on that backcourt foul. And 36-32, you see the score. Banco Exterior from Spain in blue, Ponte Preta from Brazil in white. And we've got a lane violation, so we'll shoot the foul shot again. You're not supposed to step in the lane till the ball hits the rim, but how many times does that happen?
Happens very often because people are trying to get the advantage in terms of boxing out, and sometimes just step in too early. Full court zone press.
And that's Nadia Lima, number 8, who breaks the press. And Lima misses from the outside. Banco Exterior moving the ball up at pace. And Carolina Mujica hits the basket, 36-34. Ponte Preta is still with the lead at 2 points. Number 8 again, Nadia Lima. Five is Helena Luz. 10 is Rosela Gustavo. One of the two Luz sisters playing for Ponte Preta. Nice pass inside, and Elizabeth Cebrian, the 6'5" center, gets the basket. A little sloppy on the footwork, but Banco Exterior, for the first time, take the lead at 37-36.
Her footwork was better than most men's footwork, though, I can tell you, certainly in this country. She got the ball, she got her balance, she turned, tripped over someone's foot, and still managed to put the ball in the basket. I know male players that don't have footwork that good.
So there you see confirmation of the score. 3:20 left in the first half, and here's the replay.
Take a look.
You see Cebrian moving down. She establishes her position, takes one dribble, turns, steps through, and gets the shot away.
No wonder her footwork was bad. Someone had the ball.
I knew there was a reason. Now, I think number 7, Torniquedo, is coming back in the game for Banco Exterior. She's the Russian international. And the other number 7, Silvia Luz, the other of the two Luz sisters, I think, is coming in the game for Ponte Preta. Number 6, Blanca Ares. She's the leading scorer for this team. She's been held pretty much in check so far, but she had 10. They're keeping her under control. Basketball, big sport in Spain, both men and women. And a nice look by Gustavo. And they work the ball outside and lose with the basket. Helena Cristina lose.
Well, that's great ball movement. And as we talked about, in our previous games, Mike, they went inside, then they went outside. Penetration, kick the ball out for the open shot. That's what Europeans are very good at. They are primarily perimeter players, but they get such good penetration, they kick it in and then kick it out for things like that.
Cebrian got in trouble, but she got the ball out, and Blanca Ares hits the three-pointer. That's Sylvia Luz, number 7. Her sister's number 5 with the ball. Good penetration. Number 12, Ligia Morales. And she's fouled by Cebrian as she goes to the basket.
With foul number 3.
And now Cebrian picks up her 3rd foul. She goes to the bench. And Marina Ferragut comes in to replace her. Ferragut, 6'3", one of the 7 Spanish internationals on this team. Morales makes the first.
She's easily the best athlete on this Brazilian team. You watch her around the basket, she blocks shots. She's got very good footwork. She's extremely quick inside. And she is, as I said, very, very easily the best athlete on this good athletic Brazilian team.
And a nice move by Blanca Ares, but the shot goes in and out. Rebounded by Tornaquido. And from the outside, Ferragut. They brought her in to play inside, but she can shoot from the outside as well. Moraes fouled as she gets the pass off. I think Blanca Ares picks up the foul.
It's very frustrating when you have big players who like to step outside, because us little guys say, hold on a minute, give me 3, 4, 5 of those inches and I'll go inside.
That's the Ponte Preta coach, Maria Helena Cardoza. Gustavo picks up the first foul shot, ties the score at 42.
A lot of these women's teams, for instance, Banco Exterior, practice twice a day. They're full-time players. They're so much more professional than a lot of teams in Britain. They really concentrate on their basketball, and you can tell in the quality of their play.
Pass deflected out. Ball stays with Banco Exterior. Banco for short. 4, Patricia Hernandez. 6, Blanca Ares, and that's a nice move, but that one rims the basket as well. And Moraes can't finish on the fast break. Those tight rims down at Crystal Palace, not giving anybody any breaks.
It's a great pass and move, though.
And Ferragut, that's a very good move down the line. Moves right down the key, takes the pass. Easy 2 points. And Ferragut doesn't look like she should be the most mobile player on the court, but she certainly moves very well.
She knows her limitations, she's not trying to be overly athletic. She's just trying to get to her spot, get her feet planted, knowing that there isn't anybody on the floor that can guard her at her size.
Nice quick one-time move by Gustavo, but that shot doesn't go. Blanca Ares on the drive. You see how Banco are looking to penetrate, sending someone cutting through the middle on every play. And we've got a foul at the other end as Helen Luz brings the ball in and tries to drive the middle.
You'll notice, Mike, both these teams love to get up and down the floor. I mean, this is really transition basketball, better than the men's game right now. These two teams are really trying to push the ball down the floor and get easy shots.
And what you said about the way the Brazilians play certainly applies. The first person down tends to take it right to the hoop. The Spanish, the first person down goes outside and waits for a cutter to come down the middle. Blanca Ares, a nice move. She's got a full arsenal there.
Well, she's got very good footwork, and she uses the European step, which in America would be traveling. She uses that European step very, very well. In Europe, they allow you that extra half step to a step to get to the basket, and she uses it so well for a player.
And we've got a timeout on the court. Banco Exterior calling the time, but they're in the lead now, 46-42. It's time to set up something for that last play of the first half. Now remember, on Screen Sport, we're bringing you complete coverage of this tournament. We've done the Juniors Championship, where we bring you the men's consolation final and the final, as well as the wheelchair final. So check your listings here on Screen Sport. There's going to be a lot of World Invitational basketball from Crystal Palace coming up. Here you see a replay and the quick outlet look, but no pass.
16 points.
Now there's the pass to Blanca Aras, and you see what Alton was talking about, the one late step after she stops the dribble, goes in for the easy layup.
And I'm sure Banco Exterior has designed something for either a double screen, for someone to come off of a double screen for an open shot, or if they switch, the Brazilians like to switch on defense, they'll look for the person whose defender switches for the roll for the easy layup.
20 seconds left. The clock doesn't start until the foul shots have been shot. And Karina Rodriguez just twinkles the twine on that shot.
But everybody was in early.
I think we're going to have a jump ball. That's what it looks like, because with the ball normally would have gone over, but because everyone was in early, we're going to jump it up. Rodriguez will jump against Farragut. And Blanca Aras cuts off that pass from Luz. Comes down on the break, looks, a nice pass. And that's going to be the halftime final, 48-42. Luz is short. We got a nice elbow by Moraes just at the buzzer. 48-42, the Spanish in the lead at halftime. Come back after the break for the second half. At the World Invitational Tournament at Crystal Palace. And the first basket of the second half to Karina Rodriguez of Ponte Preta, Brazil. They're in white. They're trailing by 4 now. They trailed at 6 at the half, and they did a great job in that first half because their big star, Maria Gonçalves, sat out most of the half with 4 fouls, which she picked up in the first 10 minutes.
She's now on the floor, gets the ball ahead to number 6.
Blanca Aras.
Yep.
Blanca Aras, you saw getting that 3-point basket at the other end to keep the lead for Banco Exterior. And Nadia Lima, who had a lot of points early in the game, picking up the slack from Maria Gonçalves, goes to the foul line.
Well, you'll see a different Ponte Preta team now that Gonçalves is on the floor. She moves the ball so well. She is basically the catalyst for this team. Really gets their offense and their fast break, getting up and down the floor, and so many easy shots. And she is such a good basketball player.
50-46 now. Banco in the lead. Number 7 is Torna Kidu, the Soviet-Russian international. 13, Farragut. She's not afraid to shoot. The rebound by Gustavo and the quick outlet pass. And a nice move straight to the basket by Gonçalves. It's 50-48. And Ponte Preta staying right in the game. They led throughout most of the first half, despite playing without Gonçalves. But Banco Exterior took the lead just before halftime. Went in leading by 6 at the half. Shots blocked by Rodriguez. Karina Rodriguez blocks the shot by number 14, Cebrian. Elizabeth Cebrian at 6'5", the tallest player out there.
And then the foul. Second foul.
And you saw when Maria Gonçalves took the ball to the hoop why Alton Bird likes her so much. One of the reasons.
I think she's very, very talented. She plays very hard, and she's also very smart.
Blanca Aras making room for herself, but missing the shot. No jump ball as Rodriguez tears it away. And Gonçalves, nice lead pass. Easy basket for Lima, and it's a tie at 50.
You see what a different team Ponte Preta is when Gonçalves is on the floor. They get her the ball in the middle of the floor, and at that point, it's showtime. She is a mini Magic Johnson for the Brazilians.
And the foul is going to be on Rodriguez underneath. The other person we haven't seen is Pauline, no relation, Jordan. And she picked up 3 fouls in the first 5 minutes and hasn't been back in the game since. But sooner or later, she's going to come back in for Banco.
Well, she's a very, very good player, very smart, but got in early foul trouble. And maybe what the referees were doing is kind of evening it up a bit. Gonçalves had 3 or 4, so let's give Jordan 3 or 4, and now both teams are missing their best players.
Torniquedo hits both foul shots, and Banco's back in the lead by 2. Banco in a straight man-to-man defense, woman-to-woman defense.
Person-to-person, Michael.
And a nice move to the hoop by Lima. Shot won't fall. Gonçalves knocks it away, but it comes back to Farragut. And a good look underneath. And a nice finish by Torniquedo. Moved to the hoop, got the ball, and got fouled. 54-50. Banco in the lead, and Torniquedo with the chance to complete a 3-point play.
You don't see passes like that in the men's game.
That's right. And we haven't seen too many like that in our German league games on Sunday.
I dare say there aren't many people in the NBA that might be able to throw too many passes like that.
It's not just the look, but she got the ball through a very crowded middle of the court and right underneath into Torniquedo's hands. Torniquedo hits the foul shot, the lead up to 5 now for Banco. Nadia Lima bringing the ball up. Gonçalves, top. One move and go to the hoop by Gustavo. Quick outlet pass, Lima steals. Rodriguez, turn around, tries for the bank but misses. Wanted the foul. Torniquedo with the rebound, brings the ball up and waits. Another nice look underneath. And Blanca Ares. Oh, congratulations in the bench. Coach Bruschetta doesn't look too happy about it, but that was some move.
That was a great, great move. Got all the way to the side of the basket, one hand off the side of the board, kisses it, and it goes in. The thing I like about the Brazilians, though, they're down 7 points. Banco Exterior is playing very good basketball, but the Brazilians are notorious for scoring points in bunches. They can score 15, 20 points in 2-3 minutes just by 3-4 three-pointers and getting the ball inside and easy layups. And they are probably in superior condition than the Spanish are.
Torniquedo misses by a lot, and we're going to have a jump ball. Rodriguez very good at hitting that ball when the other big person brings it down low.
Well, you know, that is a helpful hint for all players. When you get the ball inside, you want to put the ball under your throat and keep both hands on it, as opposed to bringing it down where little people can get at it or anybody can. Remember, the idea is to keep the ball under your throat to make sure that people can't get to it. If they do, they're going to have to slap you or slap your arm.
Number 6, Ana Paula Montero now in the game for Ponte Preta. Ponte Preta playing in white, Banco in blue. Banco leading 57-50. And that's a three-pointer all the way at 60-50. Patricia Hernandez tossing that one in.
As we said, Mike, you know, never count the Brazilians out. They really know how to score points in bunches.
And Banco playing very aggressive defense, challenging every pass. And really, the Brazilians need to get into that one-move game. Banco's slowing them down on offense, and they don't really like it.
The Brazilians are not half-court basketball players. Oh,
that is some move by Maria Gonçalves. Takes the baseline, comes out and hits the shot. Coach Cardoza, not that pleased with the move, but Maria Gonçalves every bit as good.
I'm sure she was pleased with the move, Mike. I'm just not so sure she's pleased with the defense. Defensively, the Brazilians are not doing a good job, certainly under the basket.
And for the Brazilians, Monteiro, who had just come in the game, looks like she's twisted her ankle, and she's going to go off for treatment. I think we'll either get Gustavo or Moraes back in the game. And you see the Brazilians sitting back in the zone with the shots in, and it's 62-52 and a three-point try for Torniquedo.
Well, that was veteran, simple basketball. She drew the foul, had enough concentration to get the ball up to the basket, and it dropped. And that's a player that's got some international experience there.
And Torniquedo hits the three, completes the three-point play, 63-52. Remember, she scored 20 against Brazil in the Olympic tournament, so she's used to that kind of Brazilian style of play.
What can Ponte Preta do about this?
You see Torniquedo guarding Gonçalves, and Gonçalves had shaken her off but couldn't get the pass. Lima on the drive gets fouled. Torniquedo on the switch picks up the foul. Lima will shoot two.
She draws the foul on Elena Torniquedo. First foul.
Yeah, it looks like Ponte Preta is also sponsored by a bank. Nosa Banco. So it's Banco against Banco here. And a 10-point lead for the Spanish, Banco Exterior. 63-54, 9-point lead. That's Coach Cardoza for the Brazilians.
The Brazilians are not known for their defensive tendencies, but they are very good at getting themselves in passing lanes and getting steals. But, you know, what they need now is a couple of defensive stops and some rebounds.
Blanca Ares misses the three-pointer, and Torniquedo is going to get the foul for coming over the back, going for the rebound. Ball goes over to Ponte Preta.
Good, great ball movement there.
Tremendous lookout pass from Rodriguez underneath. Now she's going to go for the shot, and it won't fall. Farragut with the rebound.
I wouldn't say Rodriguez has the best shot selection policy in there. I'm sure Coach Cardoza said, when you get the ball in the paint, we want you to shoot and not pass. But some of her shots have been off balance and not very good shots at all.
And Farragut's shot won't fall, but she gets the foul on Moraes. You saw Cebrian at the high post letting Farragut have the baseline, but it looked like she kept trying to walk in. Cebrian, number 14, 6'5", Farragut, 6'3". It's a pretty big front line. And Farragut hits the first, the lead's back up to 10.
To remember as well, the key to any offensive series is spacing. That's what the Chicago Bulls of the NBA specialize in, keeping that 15 to 20-foot spacing so their athletes have room to maneuver offensively.
It's the key point in Tex Winter's triangle offense. He's been preaching that for about 150 years, I think.
And the only people that have gotten it right are the Bulls. Nobody else has gotten it right yet.
Lima fouled on the drive. And it looks like Gustavo is coming back in the game. Foul was on Cebrian. And there's Pauline Jordan making her first appearance, and she picked up that third foul back in the 5th minute of the first half. Pauline, no relation, Jordan.
Pauline, wish I was a relation, Jordan.
And the bank shot.
You're supposed to call those now. Gonçalves didn't call that one. Straight on bank shot, you're supposed to say bank shot.
And Luz tips that away. She's going to be all alone underneath. And it's 65-59. 58, sorry.
But there you saw 4 points in about 10 seconds from the Brazilians.
Right, that first one I had down as a 3. My apologies. And Jordan misses the follow after Farragut had missed the first shot. And that's a great look by Luz. And a basket by Rodriguez, 65-60.
And that pass came from Gonçalves. Great look-away pass, and Rodriguez was there to finish it up.
It's going to be Hernandez trying the 3.
Oh, great box out, though.
Rebound.
That was fundamentally great box out.
Rebound by Rodriguez. Rodriguez misses the rebound there. The ball's out of bounds. We'll be back with more action from Crystal Palace. Charleston and Alton Bird. When we left, it was 65-60, Banco in the lead. They've now stretched it 86-83. It's been close all the way. Rodriguez carrying the ball for Ponte Preta from Brazil in white. Rodriguez, you see on the right of your screen, number 13. She had 12 points while we were gone. Balanced scoring for Banco Exterior. Farragut, Torniquito, and Blanca Ares each getting 6, and Blanca Ares had just had a run of 6 of their last 8 before Torniquito hit those 2 foul shots. Remember, Banco Exterior from Spain in blue, Ponte Preta Brazil in white, number 4, Maria Gonçalves. 10, Gustavo missing from the outside. Gonçalves, nice look for Helen Luz. And Helen Luz on the layup, 87-85.
That's great penetration, though, from the Brazilians. They got it in, and then they kicked it back out. Missed a 3-pointer, got an offensive rebound. Gonçalves kicked it out again, and they got an easy layup on the penetration.
You've got a lot of players in foul trouble here. One, Mujica, has already fouled out for Banco. And you see Ponte Preta moving the ball up fast. Look at how fast Rodriguez, the big center, gets down court. And Rodriguez tips the rebound, but it comes to Cebrian as Nadia Lima misses from the outside.
Rodriguez is breathing hard right now. Oh, great defense.
Great block underneath by Gustavo. Rodriguez picks up the ball. They come on the break. Interesting kind of move.
Well, no harm, no foul there. Trevor Pountain should have called a foul there. Missed that one right in front of him, but gave the ball back to the Brazilians.
That's right. If there was no foul, the ball had to go over to the Spanish.
That's right.
So the ball off Lima, but she gets to keep it. And Gustavo moving away from the basket. Rodriguez, another offensive rebound. Gets herself back where she wants to be and gets the hoop. The basket's good, the score is tied, and she'll go to the line.
Now that's hard work. That's the Moses Malone theory of rebounding there. Throw it up there, I get it back, throw it up there, I get it back, and sooner or later I'll make it while inflating my rebounding statistics. Great work effort, though, from Rodriguez. Super work effort.
And I think that's 4 fouls on Cebrian. She'll have to watch it underneath. Pauline Jordan also in foul trouble, so the big people for Banco having their problems. That one just off Helen Luz's fingers, and the ball goes over to Banco Exterior. The score tied at 87. And really, all through this tournament, the women's games have really been the most exciting ones in the whole tournament.
Well, skill-wise, they certainly have played better. Here's Gonçalves. I mean, just the ability to pass the ball. They both of these teams, and most of these teams, like to play up-tempo. They like perimeter play. And it's fun to watch. You know, this is what basketball is supposed to be about.
And we were talking about the lack of fundamentals in the British juniors when we watched the juniors championship. On the other hand, the women here seem to have very good fundamentals.
Well, they have good fundamentals, and coaches implore them to get up, down the floor, and get into a transition situation. And that is what basketball is supposed to be about. Everyone likes to see teams score points.
And these women are concentrating on basketball at a much younger age, presumably, than the men are.
Yeah, they're starting, you know, at the same age as we would start in America, Mike. The one person that Ponte Preta cannot leave alone, though, is Torniquito, and she nails the wide open shot off the penetration. But these girls are starting, going back to our point, Mike, they're starting at 8, 9 years old like we would in America.
Or like you would in Yugoslavia or Spain, a couple of other European countries.
Or anywhere except the UK. But we're getting there. We're getting there, you know, slowly but surely. We're getting there in Great Britain.
Okay, Pauline Jordan going to come back in the game. And we've got a timeout on the court. Pauline Jordan, I mean, they've got an inside game with Cebrian Farragut and Pauline Jordan. It looks like that's what they're going to go to.
Well, they don't have much choice. If they're going to win this game, they're going to have to get some points in the paint, in the lane area, and if not, they're going to really have to go to the offensive board while dominating the defensive board, because the Brazilians, you know, are going to go to the basket if they have half a chance.
Right, and now when you get into the situation with just over a minute to go in the game and the Brazilians trailing by 2, obviously they're just going to push it up and go one-on-one.
That's right. They're going to push it up. And here's a replay of that last play. Finding the open player. That is the key to good team basketball, and that's what Banco Exterior just did. Found the open person, got an easy shot.
And Coach Breta starts to celebrate and immediately is directing that defense. He needs the tight defense now. That's Coach Cardoza from Ponte Preta.
And Rodriguez up for a big foul shot here, 1-and-1. She missed her last one.
Chance to tie if she can make both ends of the 1-and-1. But she can't. 2-point lead, a minute to go. Pauline Jordan with the rebound and breaking the pressure. Banco just will wear out the clock, try to work for one good shot and build up that 2-point lead. It's Jordan in the high post. Patricia Hernandez. Cebrian, the big center. Blanca Ares, who's the person you want taking that shot, tries to work underneath and gets fouled. And there wasn't much question, but she was going to the hoop.
Well, nobody wants to take a jump shot at this stage. Everybody's view is the closer you get to the basket, the better the chance you have of putting it in and maybe drawing a foul.
Now, Ponte Preta will discuss the different possibilities depending on whether or not she makes her foul shots, what they're going to do on offense. If they have to pull up for the 3, they might be in trouble.
Yeah, but you've got a Gonzalez on the floor. I'm sure they'll get the ball in her hands. She'll make the right decision, and the chances are she'll probably take the last shot as well. If she doesn't, expect someone like a Rodriguez to get the ball in the paint and either try to draw a foul or get the open shot. I think Gonçalves, though, will be the key to this offensive set for the Brazilians.
And if you were watching our game last Sunday in the German League, it's something Brandt Hagen tried to do for an entire game, get the ball underneath, get the big men getting easy shots and picking up fouls, and the team just refused to do it. Coach was very frustrated. Coach Alan Lambert was very frustrated at the end of the game. I hope those youngsters are watching and seeing the skill level of this game and the importance of fundamentals. Now, Blanca Ares, leading scorer for Banco, at the foul line. They lead by 2, and there's 38 seconds to go. Leads up to 3. She'll get the second half of the 1-and-1.
And this is the part of the game that if you're a real student of the game, you're trying to figure out, you know, how many more possessions you're going to get, how fast a shot you want the next time down the floor. Do you want to shot within 8 seconds, which I'm sure that they'd like to do, or do you gamble and just try and get a good shot and then try and get a good defensive stance?
Okay, Ponte Preta down by 4. They need the shot quickly. Lima drives, and they want the 3. Gonçalves misses the 3. The big rebound by Cebrian. But steal by Gonçalves. Underneath, Gustavo gets the basket. The lead's down to 2. And we've got another timeout. No, the referee just lost the ball, blew the whistle. And Cebrian throwing it in a bad inbounds pass, and the ball is going to go back over to Ponte Preta. Cebrian reacting very badly to the pressure, expecting someone to break toward that corner, which is probably what their set is. And now Luz looking for Rodriguez underneath. She loses it, but comes up with it and gets fouled by Cebrian as she goes up for the shot. Cebrian, it looks like, will foul out. That should be her 5th. Coach Bucetto wants a timeout to discuss what they'll do after the foul shots. But Rodriguez in the act of shooting, she'll get 2 shots. And it wasn't really what they should have done, but it worked out okay because Rodriguez is a bull on the boards.
Well, I mean, as we said, do you take the gamble and get a shot up within 8 seconds so that you know you'll get the ball back? Or do you take the gamble and go for a defensive series? The Brazilians took the gamble, went for defense. Here's the replay. Now watch number 4 here. Hernandez doesn't move to the ball, and Banco exterior throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, you could see Cebrian expecting Hernandez to continue moving to the right, and Hernandez chose that moment to turn and go to the left, something you don't want to do when you're the only person down in that end of the court.
That's right, but here's a set of circumstances. Rodriguez has missed her last 2 foul shots. She's on the line now for 2 shots to tie the game.
Very crucial shots, and if you want to watch something funny, see how quickly they're in the lane. On the last foul shot at the other end, they were in before she even let go of the ball. She was still bouncing it, and they were getting positions.
And certainly, Mike, what you don't want here is a lane violation. You don't want an offensive rebound. You know, the Spanish will certainly want to box out to make sure that there are no second shots. And Rodriguez's job, all her job is to put the ball in the basket.
And Karina Rodriguez has been the bull throughout the second half for Ponte Preta. They've gone inside to her. She's gotten a lot of offensive rebounds. And now she's shooting 2 shots. And she makes the first. It's 91-90.
This is a coach's nightmare, you know. You're down 1, 3 seconds to go, a shot to tie the game.
I'll tell you, the look on her face is confident. And she makes the second. We've got a tie game. Ponte Preta falling back. No fouls at this point. Just loose pressure. Late shot blocked. We're going to go into overtime. We'll be back with that overtime after the break. You're watching the Crystal Palace World Invitational Championships on Screen Sport. Join us after the break for OT. Mike Carlson and Alton Bird, a guy who's been in a few finals at Crystal Palace himself. And Alton, 5 minutes to go. What's the strategy?
Well, you know, there's the old saying that the team that scores first in overtime usually wins. And I'm not sure that's going to be applicable. Both of these teams are playing very, very good basketball, and it should be really interesting. Oh!
Gonçalves with the little sky hook goes off the front of the rim. Ponte Preta in white. If you've just joined us, Banco exterior from Spain in blue. Farragut misses the easy shot. Little bit of overtime nerves starting to show. Lima on the break for Brazil. She misses by a lot, and Jordan with the rebound. And they're coming out end to end, just like Alton said. And a block by Gustavo.
Both of these teams are, you shoot, I shoot.
Oh, Karina Rodriguez not afraid to go to the basket. She keeps it under control. 93-92. Ponte Preta back in the lead for the first time since the first half. Banco exterior caught up to Ponte Preta. Established a lead, went as high as 10 points in the second half. Ponte Preta fought back to tie it just before the buzzer on 2 foul shots by Karina Rodriguez, who completes the 3-point play, and it's 94-91.
Well, the strategy now, Mike, has to be good, solid defense, no gambling, and every rebound, every possession is sacred now. And what the Brazilians have done is they've gone into a box and won to try and shut down Blanca Aris.
And Torniquedo steps over the 3-point line, so it's only a 2-point basket. 94-93. Ponte Preta in the lead by 1. Torniquedo has been someone they've gone to when they've needed the points.
Well, you're looking at 2 of the best women's players in the world in Gonçalves and Torniquedo, and I mean all of the world. They're very, very good wing players. Good block.
Blocked by Jordan. Pauline Jordan, the American playing for Spain, blocks Gustavo's shot. Helen Luz, number 5, keeps the ball in play. Lima, number 8, right inside to Rodriguez. Pass like that could break your fingers.
A great hustle by Rodriguez. Shoots an air ball, hustles back. That might be the play of the game right there. Rodriguez hustled, kept the ball in play, and the Brazilians get a 3-point play out of it when there was an air ball on the floor. The Spanish just didn't hustle enough for that rebound.
And Rodriguez, for somebody big, we've said before, she's quick.
And Ponte Preta with the possession.
And now Gonçalves with the lead, 4-point lead, is going to slow it up and work for the good shot.
Gonçalves.
Play 5, she's calling.
Preta, have it by 4.
We haven't seen much out of set plays from the Brazilians in this game. You see Banco sitting back a little bit on their heels. Rodriguez takes it in by herself, follows the rebound, chases it out. It was off Jordan, but they're giving it back to Banco.
Well, there you saw 2 referees in poor position to make that call. Neither one of them were in the right position. And I think the Brazilians are a little bit hard done by there.
So Banco now with a chance to pull back. They're down by 4. And could have been a traveling call there. But we get the foul. Coach Busetta not getting what he wants from his players. They called the traveling. Good. The second referee coming back in to change the call.
And he is not a happy man. I don't think either one of these referees will be on this Christmas list this year.
Okay, Rodriguez. She'll probably shoot from there, the way she's been going. What a pass. And a finish by Gustavo, but Gonçalves looking one way, dishing the other.
The ball is in her hands. Good things tend to happen for the Brazilians, and she's very, very intelligent. Knows the court, knows the situation.
Farragut missing the 3. Rodriguez controlling the ball, kicks it into the crowd, and you saw Blanca Aras asking for a technical.
I think Rodriguez was frustrated because she really wanted to try and save that ball in bounds. I figured if I can't save it, I'll kick it.
Jordan goes to the hoop. It's 99-95. Lead down to 4. Banco Exterior fighting back now as Ponte Preta have jumped off to the lead in overtime at the women's final, the Russell Athletic World Invitational Championships at the Crystal Palace.
The Brazilians are good at spread floor offenses because all of their players are good one-on-one players.
Oh, brilliant passing.
And Gonçalves gave it to Rodriguez, who passed with a pass to the basket. She may regret that. Torniquedo turns to the hoop. It gets knocked away. And Gonçalves picks it up and gets the pass to Lima.
But what great skills by Gonçalves, you know. She saved the ball, she makes a pass.
And Hernandez follows Gonçalves. They want to send her to the line, try to get the ball back, but of course, the wrong person to foul. She's probably the best foul shooter on the team.
Probably the best foul shooter in the gym.
As you can tell, we're very impressed with both of these teams. It's going to make a change. Whoever wins the last 3 women's championships at Crystal Palace, won by Minsk from Russia, from then the Soviet Union, and now from Russia. But this year it's going to be, it looks like, Ponte Preta from Brazil or Banco Exterior from Spain, if they can get things back together.
Well, I tell you, last year's game was a great game. The University of Tennessee, who was ranked #1 at the time when they came here last year, beaten by Minsk in the final on a last-second shot by the Russians, and that was a great game. This is an even better game this year. The Brazilians and the Spaniards liking to get up and down the floor, and if you're into transition basketball, this is your bread and butter. This will make you happy for a long time to come.
And you saw Banco Exterior on the bench there, number 6, Blanca Aras. And one of the big factors in the second half was, as Alton was saying, they were playing a bit of box and one, putting Gustavo directly on Blanca Aras, sometimes Lima, but always somebody directly on her, and they've cut her off from scoring a lot of points in the second half.
Well, they've forced Torniquedo to become more of a offensive player, and that has hurt them. That is not her role. The Spaniards a bit bemused by this boxing one, and you know, certainly that has caused the Spaniards some problems.
And you've seen they've gone, it's almost a matchup in one, because Rodriguez has been sitting back playing free safety almost down in the hole, only coming out when the high post person actually has the ball and basically conceding that high post shot.
I'm not sure free safety's the right. How about rover back, you know, roving linebacker.
Monster back.
Monster back. In American football terms, go and hit whoever moves.
Gonsalves hits the first foul shot, 100-95. Banco's going to have their work cut out for them now. 101-95. And the Brazilians just setting back. The big thing now, don't foul. Don't concede the three-pointer, but don't foul. And Blanca Ares, just as we say, don't concede the three-pointer, she hits one. It's 101-98. And Rodriguez will go to the foul line.
You know what we say, Mike. It's not over until the fat lady sings, and the fat lady ain't singing yet.
I know what you're going to say, and I don't want you to say it.
She's not singing yet.
Coach Cardozo will not sing until this game's over.
That's why she's not singing.
Rodriguez, who made the two foul shots at the end of the game to tie it, misses this one. And now 101-98. Blanca Ares is going to take it herself and misses the easy layup, a good move. And Torniquedo with the follow-up. It's 101-100, and this one's not over yet. No way. Blanca Ares all alone and misses, which you just did not expect. Feeling the pressure, but Torniquedo comes right in with the rebound and the follow-up, and it's 101-100. And in basketball, how quickly things change. Momentum goes back and forth like a spirit level.
That's right.
And they're jumping on both ends of the level right now.
8 seconds left, which is an awfully long time to get a steal.
And here you see it, Blanca Ares getting free to get the ball. Now, no question, she looks for the pass, but she's going to go to the hoop. Lima buys the fake. She's all alone. It's an easy layup. She misses. Torniquedo gets the rebound, makes some room for herself. You see Rodriguez not fouling, which is a smart play in that case. She's not going to give her the foul shot that might tie the game.
But number 5, Lutz, was half reaching there, and all you needed was a semi-reach, and that would have been a foul, and she would have got a three-point play.
So now full court pressure. They get the ball to Gonsalves. She looks up court for Rodriguez, who's open. Rodriguez ran the whole length of the court, and it's 103-108. The buzzer goes. Woman of the match, definitely Karina Rodriguez.
Yep.
Gonsalves gets the runner-up award. 103-100, the women's championship to Ponte Preta of Brazil. Maria Helena Cardozo, the coach, she's singing now.
She is singing.
And stick with us here on Screen Sweden in